Okay, first thing that you need to keep in mind, there's 2 dowel pins in the back of the block. And if you take a look at this dowel pin right here, you'll see that it protrudes halfway into the engine block, and the other half has to go into the back of the transmission bell housing. These 2 dowel pins are essential for keeping engine to transmission alignment. If you do not have these dowel pins, or you're missing one of these dowel pins, or the dowel pins are worn out, or if they're not protruding to the back of the block into the transmission bell housing, you will not align the bell housing to the back of the block properly. Here's what could happen. If you take a look down here at this pump assembly, there's a bushing down in this pump. It's located right here. Okay? And here's the torque converter neck right here. If I slide this pump assembly over that hub, there's only about a 3/1000 clearance between the bushing and the hub. So that means that if you don't have a dowel pin or a worn dowel pin, that transmission will sag on the back of that engine, and it'll cause misalignment. And you could wipe out the pump bushing, and you can also wipe out the pump, because this inner pump gear rides on this neck of this torque converter. And again, if the transmission is sagging, this gear can actually hit this crescent, causing pump noises and premature pump failure. Okay, let's take a look at this bushing that I have right here. You'll notice that this bushing is good on one side only. So if you take a look here, you see all the meat on that bushing looks pretty good, but the other side is completely worn out. And again, that's because the transmission is sagging on the back of the engine block. And this is what causes a front leak. If you have too much clearance between the converter hub and the bushing, or sometimes this bushing even gets wiped out and starts spinning inside the pump, it's because of poor installation and not using the dowel pins like you're supposed to. I'm Dave Gumbosh here at AMCO University. Thank you for joining me.